Suppose you are on a flight to a foreign country and you are cramped up in a small space, confined with some of the most successful people in the society today, business leaders, entertainers, sport personalities, business tycoons. They're all asked a single question: do you think there is a strategy you have found which has made you get the most out of life? Not surprisingly, most of them pertain to the ideas of moderation, minimalism, and inner harmony, which are clearly based on Buddhist principles. This isn't by accident. In fact, scientific research carried out at Harvard has revealed that persons engaging in mindful practice and who try to lead what might be termed worthy lives. Champions are usually happier and healthier than the other students in the institution. Today we are going to look at 5 basic tenets of Buddhism that are still relevant. The kind of knowledge that is gained in life which can really make you or I transform the ways in which we perceive and approach life. Lesson 1: Anicca, or the impermanence of life. Visual: the kind of transition as from the light of day to the darkness of night. According to this idea, there are no permanent states or characteristics inhering in things and personal explanation. As I mentioned, there is no such thing as permanency. This is regarded as anicca in Buddhism. The idea here is simple but profound. I also realize there is nothing out there which is permanent. All aspects of life are dynamic in nature. For instance, the person you work with today may not be the same tomorrow, the same way you are not the same as you were yesterday, or the feelings that you have right now were not the same as those you had before. As for many of us, it is rather challenging to accept this statement. This is why we grasp onto things just like happiness, success, or even a person we know, to ensure that it does not change. But by accepting it as impermanent, we start understanding that the change is not a thing to avoid, but in fact something to anticipate and welcome. Think of athletes like Michael Jordan. He also had realized that the duration of one's career in professional basketball was not long. This they are not willing to do. Instead, they prefer to adjust and work within their oppressive framework than resist it. He understood the changes well and grew to become a business tycoon who embraced change. If therefore we accept the world and its phenomena as a process, a stream, then it is easier to grasp life phenomena. Smooth down it to the highs and the lows, so to speak, with less of the feeling of being overwhelmed and losing everything. Lesson 2: the law of cause and effect, or karma. Visual: a man sowing seeds in a garden. There is a concept you have most likely come across in your day-to-day life but probably do not fully grasp. To Buddhism, karma is the deed that gives rise to his law of cause and effect. All actions performed, whether beneficial or otherwise, are attributed to its essence, which is to survive. Evil raises waves which, in one manner or another, come around to affect the person who casts them. It is not a matter of penalty and praise, but what we have to explain to the children is the result of their action. Of our actions. For instance, Warren Buffett, this billionaire investor and CEO of Berkshire Hathaway, decided at one point that he did not want to take a company public. He has been professional when it comes to decision-making. More so, he respects the ethics of this business and looks at the long-term benefits when making a decision. His decisions have produced colossal success, not only for him but for thousands other people. The lesson here is clear. In fact, it comprises of repeated small actions that are performed in a consistent and under the direction of love and appreciation. Our future is determined. Regardless, it is what you invest into it you get in return, whether it is a business, a relation, or even your health. You get out. The third element of understanding that the Buddha focused on is known as mindfulness in the present moment, or sati. Visual, a person strolling along a beautiful lighted forest and being able to appreciate the scenery going around the place. Sati, or mindfulness, is one of the central practices of Buddhism and has become one of the biggest trends in the modern Western societies. Many researchers of various educational institutions, including Harvard University and Massachusetts Institute of Technology. Some studies have attributed benefits such as decreased stress and improved levels of emotional health, as well as increased performance while doing mindful exercises. In general, mindfulness is defined as the act of paying attention on the present moment with non-judgment, rather than dwelling on the things that happened in the past or thinking about the things that might happen in the future. Get you. As a result, in order to bring your awareness to the present moment, therefore, deploying mindfulness is similar to driving a car. You do not need to be told how to steer the wheel or brake the car. So in instance, when one is distracted scrolling through a phone, thinking about an event, argument, ironically, if you follow this policy, you are most likely to have an accident. However, when one puts his attention on road, he is able to maneuver, thus avoiding accidents. An example that occurs to me personally is Steve Jobs. An adherent to Zen Buddhism, Jobs credited his mindfulness regimen for helping him to get his attention properly, generate and guide Apple into one of the most successful businesses in the world. Mindfulness allows one to filter all the interference to stay focused and attentive to the present element in your life, moment by moment. Buddhism offers profound life lessons that can help us navigate the complexities of modern life, whether it's accepting change, being mindful, showing compassion, or detaching from our ego. By applying these principles, we not only find peace within ourselves, but also create a ripple effect of positivity in the world around us. Remember, life is a journey, and these principles serve as a compass, guiding us toward a life of greater meaning, purpose, and joy.